Today's episode is dealing with the history palette. By now, you know that there are actions that sometimes happen in Photoshop that you don't like, or that were a mistake, or that just plain don't work. And one of the wonderful things about Photoshop is the ability to take them away. And you've learned about Command Z or Command Alt Z, which take things away. But there's an even better way. So let's say we take this picture of my niece Sadie, who is a beautiful little princess, and we start saying, oh, she's so cute, and I'm going to put stars around her. I'm using my navigator here to zoom in and out over here. And you're getting carried away, and you start making all kinds of things, and maybe change colors, and you make lots and lots of things, and all of a sudden you're not really paying attention, and you realize that you've covered up the best part, naturally her face. So you could start using Command Z or Command Alt Z, but the problem, remember, is that you've got a certain number of steps, and I don't want to mislead you, that's still true. You could also have gone really crazy and started to apply all kinds of things. Over here, located on the right hand side at the top of the small tool panel, is a button where if you hold it, it says history, and it's got little boxes with an arrow. This should really be out at all times, and if you drag it down a little bit, you can see all of your actions spelled right out. Don't want to really mess around with these check marks, but if you click on one line at a time, it'll show you not only what your actions were, but by clicking on them, it's like you're stepping back in time. The history palette is the most effective way to jump back and forth. See that? That's what makes it different than Command Z, because you can say, okay, well, this was a mistake, but I liked this. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Oh, right here. Wait, maybe, yes. Adding the yellow, that was my big mistake. And then you could come back and be like, oh, just a different little shade of purple. That's what I wanted, a different tint. And if I stay away from her face, I think I'll be okay. And it adds your new thing, your new brush motions. And if you see those other terrible mistakes you made, gone. And let's say you're doing this, and you realize, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever done. You can come right back up and you can click on the file, and it all goes away. History, like it never happened. The history palette needs to be open at all times, not only so that you can go back and forth and keep control of your actions, so that I can come around, and when I see really mysterious and strange things listed here, I can be like, yo, why did you click on the slice tool? And why did you apply a gradient mask and a vector mask instead of doing this, that, or the other thing? So the history tool, much preferred. Don't use the check marks. Don't delete. Some people do that. No, don't do that. Just go back and forth using what you want, skipping ahead from a starting point. Cool. History palette, your friend. Peace out.